So, got up a bit early this morning. I woke up early, and I had a little bit of lamb sitting out all night because my neighbour gave me some little sort of packets of lamb mince. And it's really nice for bolognese lamb mince. It comes out much sweeter than beef or pork so much. And yeah, I don't eat a lot of meat. I just have a little bit, and especially if it's offered to me, I'll have it. Or if the supermarket's got some specials or something, because I can't really afford a lot, but Trigger's waiting patiently for his, he can smell it. But what I did, it was a little bit, because it's a bit old, its use by date was 2024, I opened the packet, left it out overnight in the bowl there, and because it smelled a little bit off, a little bit salmonellic, like a little bit of salmonella on it. And like, you wouldn't do this if it was green with salmonella, like really disgusting. But if it's just a little bit greyed out and a bit smelly, because it was frozen, you can leave it out in a bowl, and once all the blood drains out into the bottom of the bowl, take the meat out and drain the blood, because the salmonella will just live in the blood. It won't probably go into the meat so much. So what you can do, once that's drained out, you sort of, I use my sixth sense to think, all right, that's good, that's how it should be. If you get a bad feeling, just throw it out. If you're really unsure, chuck it out. It's probably off. Not even to the animals. If it's got salmonella, just throw it out. But so yeah, then I put it in here and I fried it up a bit. I'll just put the light on. I can't really see. My house is a bit of a mess because it's sort of a trigger at the moment. This is how he likes it, a bit of stuff on the floor, like some things to tread over, and he likes sleeping in there and having the boxes to weave around and stuff. So I leave a bit of stuff lying around. Makes him feel a bit more like he's in a place rather than just a clinic or something. Because animals look at this like, oh, we're at the doctor's or something, these sort of houses, there's always human stuff. What's going to happen to me, So you leave a bit of stuff lying around, it reassures them, oh, this is just my house. I can just laze around, he's happy there under the table. You don't want to make it too messy. I tidy up from time to time, but I'll put the rubbish out soon. Just leaving things around doesn't matter so much. As long as you can get it around, it's livable. I got this cabinet, which is good. Got rid of my fridge, it's over there. So with the freezer, so it's good over there, sort of out of the kitchen. I can just, makes me less inclined to go and eat out of it. So I just put the cabinet there now. I've got me stuff up the top. Looks like I have a little shed here and as well. Got my little shed. Yeah. Anyway, back to the bolognese I made. I browned the beef. I browned the lamb, and then I put a bit of pepper, a bit of salt, and a bit of pepper on it. Let it cook till it was brown, and then poured in a bit of boiling water. And then I took it over here and drained it in this colander. So it drained out any last remaining bits of salmonella or any sort of bad smell. It's not real bad like disease. It's just a bit of smell in the blood. So yeah, then I put it back in the pan and cooked it up with a couple of tomatoes I had in there. I had whole tomatoes sitting in there. 2. That's all I had left. So I just chucked 3 carrots in, a bit of tomato paste I had left, like a pizza base paste, and some herbs and just some basil, and I think that's all I put in. A bit of water. That's come up beautifully. Look at that. That's a really nice bolognese, especially if you're not, if you're a bit of you can't have a lot of acid from tomatoes. You just put some carrots in, grate them up, and it comes up a lot nicer on your belly, and it tastes very similar, bit more carroty. And just let it bubble like this, just on low, or I've got it just sort of moderately there. This is a twin, it's got 2 hot plates in there, a smaller one there, and a bigger one. So this is the bigger one that's on, it's sort of, I think it does both actually, and then that's just the little one. So it's almost on low on the big one. And that'll just bubble away in my iron fry pan. Mum got me, which is nice, it's a nice one. And just bubble away until it sort of coats on the top and you get a bit of a sauce on top, and then it's ready. So you don't want it to dry out though, so just make sure you add a bit of hot water too before you start bubbling it away. Like, fill it up with a bit of water almost to the brim, and then you're set to go. You don't need any more pepper and salt once you're done just pepper and salting the meat. And yeah, it actually smells good. It doesn't smell off, so it just smells like a bit like lamb meat. So yeah, make sure you cook it well. There's no red left. So that's just emergencies. If you've only got one packet of meat left and it's a bit smelly and you think it's a bit overdate, it's probably all right, because I mean you can take meat out and dry it up on a rack and make jerky out of it. It doesn't matter so much. Just if all the blood's in it, you'll get salmonella, because you get little mites in the blood and they react with the cells and create sort of salmonella. They sort of try to live in the blood, so you can drain that out, and that's why they hang meat, to drain the blood out, to get rid of any sort of pests or disease. And yeah, I mean, we think of salmonella in fish, which is probably, if you leave fish out, it happens quicker. You can't really recover fish, but a bit of lamb doesn't matter so much. Yeah, that's only if you've run out of meat, you really need it, and you can't get any fresh stuff. But you know, we're a bit obsessed with freshness all the time. I think a little bit of mold on your food, you can cut it off. The 2 tomatoes I had sort of black and mouldy and white patches on the top of it. I just cut the top off. The rest of it, you have a smell. If it smells alright, it's fine, you know. Your smell's very good at picking up any sort of bother. But yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Just use your own judgment, and always ask mum and dad if you're unsure, if you're a kid watching. So yeah, just this should be nice with a bit of I might need a bit more water. It's starting to dry a little bit. It should be nice with a little bit of pasta I've got left over, or a bit of rice or something, or even some mashed potato or vegetables. I was going to put pears in it. That's quite nice with lamb. I made a dish for Trigger with pears, and it was lamb mince and pears, or pork bacon and pears. And he really loved that. It was really nice. But anyway, I'll catch you later. On the flip side, back we are. Say goodnight, Trigger.